This is a Brooklyn-bound Doom train. The next stop is episode 41 of the DOOMCAST podcast. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Put some bitches in the background, you know?
Yeah.
Jamie, put some bitches in the background.
Jamie, pull up some big booty bitches.
Started the timer?
That's up to you if you want to do the timer. I mean,
Timer is set.
I think I don't need a timer, but that's on you,
We
dude.
got Ultra Instant Muffle.
Future me, put like a beach in the background,
Serene
put
setting.
like a Hawaii.
I said last episode, 40s becoming different, right?
You did
I think we are, in fact, coming different.
slightly. I don't know. I mean, it's
I'm feeling pretty
but-
tropical right now. I can't even hold you.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's some sand on the ground and it's getting in my butt crack. I can't lie.
Yeah. They say sand is like your loved ones. They stick together, irritating. Always trying to get close to your butthole.
But we're in a volcano now. You gotta move. we're in a volcano now.
Is this Pompeii or is this like what's going on?
I don't know. We're in a volcano.
Just,
We gotta
some
run.
volcano. Is it
we gotta
active?
run. It looks like it's about to. I mean, it depends on what type of footage I can find, if it's active or not. So welcome back, baby, love, darling. What's up? Episode 41 of DOOMCAST podcast. We're in a different set, you know. We're actually in the rainforest of. Where'd you say this was actually?
This is the Amazon.
The Amazon rainforest, right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't really question when you sent me the tickets and the passports. I didn't really question anything because I'm like, listen, he got good taste. You know, I know he's gonna take us somewhere nice.
The fact that the tickets were to a teleporter and not an airport. That's how we got here so quickly.
Okay.
From the
Yeah.
volcano.
Like I said, I had a blindfold on, so
It was a surprise.
I was just going wherever the wind took me, man. So I hope you like the venue for today.
Yeah.
It's a little
Which will
muggy
be
in here.
Constantly changing.
We have it's like in baseball when if you're in the major leagues for 10 years, you get a pass where you could just go to any game ever.
Really, I didn't know that.
They have that for life too. So if you get to
once you turn 10,
once you hit 40 episodes in a podcast,
yes.
you get a pass where you can just go anywhere.
And this works at any airport,
any airport,
Uber,
any
Dollar
country,
Van.
any region, any
So if
continent.
I wanted to go to say, I don't know, climb up a mountain, I could just go to
What type of
one
mountain?
of the guys.
What type of mountain?
Let's say it's not Everest, but
Well, because think about it, you're on a mountain, right?
yeah.
It's not like there's like a main terminal you could go down from the bottom.
Yeah, but like when
You gotta
at the-
climb those,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, but you got to get a guide. Usually,
A
no
Sherpa.
matter how much you change, exactly.
You got to get a Sherpa.
Yeah, so
That
that pass works for every Sherpa too.
Maybe another 5 years. Five episodes. 5 episodes. 5 episodes.
5 episodes of 5 years is very different. Unless we put out.
I don't know. With the way we move, it's just around 5 years.
Sporadic,
So
who knows?
Welcome back.
Yeah.
What's up?
Or welcome if it's your first time.
It's never their first time.
Never.
No.
And it certainly won't be their last.
Mm,
No.
I might have something
I think
to
if
tell
somebody
you later.
sits down and watches an entire podcast episode, they say, "Hey, that's pretty neat. I'm gonna come back." You know? You think somebody's gonna watch a podcast episode and not be like, "This is the most amazing and compelling piece of media
not
I've
for
ever
them.
seen in my life."
if
also
somebody's
true.
somebody's aunt
Yeah.
comes across this, I don't think they'd be into it again.
Yeah, the Doomcast is only for real niggas and bad bitches. Like, if you don't fall into either of those categories, you're not gonna enjoy.
I
this
can't
media.
I can't say that word, so I can't.
You can say bad bitches.
No, I was talking about that one actually.
Oh, okay, got it.
So what's up? What's the itinerary for today?
I mean, we always fly by the seat of our pants. It's wherever the conversation.
Yeah, it's always the best way to go.
Yeah,
I mean, don't go into a show unless it's a scripted show with plans. Just rock out with your cock out, bro.
Like you said, this is like life.
This is the vibe hour. Let's be honest here. This is the vibe hours.
We get real vibey sometimes. It depends.
Future me, put some vibes in the background.
Whoa!
Oh, damn, they really vibing, man.
Yo, this is. I feel like we're definitely in a new era, but we gonna keep it the same way as it was when we on the iPad on Anchor. You feel me? And I listened to the first episode for the first time in a while.
Damn, why'd you bring that memory back?
It's bad, but it's great also. It is. And it's crazy because the first episode we were talking about All-Star Weekend and J. Cole playing basketball, and now he's a pro in Rwanda.
Not anymore. He opted out. Yeah, he opted out.
Damn,
it was only like 4 games.
That's tough. I thought he was gonna see it through.
I was fucking ESPN and Bleacher Report kept talking about it. It's like, bro, I don't care.
But I kind of love it because it's more attention to an African league, right? That's great.
NBA's been doing that a lot. They've been telecasting African games.
Oh wow.
African league.
The first full game that I sat down and watched was game 1, Knicks Hawks. That was the first game I sat down and watched in its entirety in a long time.
That's kind of sad, bro. I mean, you got to get back on that.
I agree. IQ was wilding. Julius Randle.
He was wilding for like a second, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Let's break it down.
Sure.
Give me my hat.
You're more of a New York sports fan than I am. Put that cap on, baby.
Give me my hat. So the Yankees are playing right now.
Yes.
They're currently losing to the Toronto Blue Jays. So fuck you, Canada. Ooh. But that's beside the point, you know. Wow. New York Knickerbockers, they finally made it to the playoffs for the first time in 8 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Last time we made it was in 2013 where
Last time Knicks were in the playoffs, my little sister was not alive.
She missed out.
Well, she's not missing out now.
We'll see. So we made it to the semifinals. We played the Indiana Pacers. We lost in 6 games. What was it, 5? Either way, we lost. It was a quick series. We was too busy thinking about the Miami Heat. We was ready for our Eastern Conference Finals matchup with LeBron and the Miami Heat.
Yes.
We forgot about the Pacers. Yeah. But that's neither here or there.
Of course.
Now we back at it. You know, Julius Randle, my favorite guy in the world, sure. Rowan, RJ Barrett, Quickly Stickly, Obi Doby.
Can't forget about Noel.
Nerlens, you got Big Mitch on the bench. He hasn't played, but he posted on Twitter. He posted the eye emoji, so we could see him maybe tomorrow. Probably not though.
That's
He's coming. That's wishful thinking.
I'd rather him be healthy.
Taj Goopson, he's killing it. Yes. He real Brooklyn, and then of course the Rose in the Garden. D-Rose playing out of his mind. Probably the best he's played since like 2015, and it's beautiful. It's in the Garden. I remember when this is his second stint as a Knick. He's first.
He playing so good, he don't even need a retwist, bro.
He played for us in 2017. You know, the super team Knicks: Kristaps Porzingis, Carmelo, Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah. That was such a awesome team. God, I love them. I had a Derrick Rose poster on my wall, and then I took it down because he left. But little did I know he'd come back. But there was no hard feelings. I was like, yo. He go win somewhere, bro.
Not like Kristaps.
Go win. We don't talk about him in this house. But game 1 against the Atlanta Hawks, that shit was kind of bad. I expected a pretty lopsided victory from the Knicks. A lot of people are saying that, these teams are 2 evenly matched teams, and yeah, now I would agree they're pretty even.
Because Julius Randle, he's
but yeah, I thought Julius. Listen, let me stay here.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been that big of a Julius Randle fan. I know a lot of people are, but that's just because they forgot how he played last year. But I didn't. But when he played great this year, I gave him his props. I said, man, he's killing it. He's an all-star. He's an all-star.
Yeah.
He just won Most Improved Player. And he's playing for a contract. Now, the Knicks, they've had really bad history giving people a lot of money, and then that's just a New York thing. We give people a lot of money and they never succeed. So we'll see how that works. Game 1, Dookie, he was shit. He was shit. while his son was in the stands. Imagine, I'd cry. Imagine you're watching your dad play, and he's ass.
And get absolutely wallowed on by a 20-year-old.
So that loss, that's on him. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the team. He's gotta persevere. He did not. And I get it. It's his first playoff game. He's still a young guy. But my God, at least try. He did not try. And then on top of that, Mr. Young,
he was one.
He had a good game.
Yeah.
He did his stupid bullshit. Trae Young is another one of those NBA players that I don't like because of that.
Adam Silver got to do something about that. You shouldn't be able to jump into somebody on a 3-point play and get a foul. That's ridiculous.
It's okay. It's fine. He don't. It's making him money, so it don't mean nothing to him. He hit the game-winning shot off that stupid floater he does that never freaking misses for some reason. But that's just what you got to do when you're that small, you know.
All right.
I'm not even like this is how you play. If you don't have the size, you have to use that to your advantage. Just run around people and then float it like some Steve Nash shit. And that's exactly what he did. Game 2, he had a good game, but who gives a shit about that? The Knicks came actually, no, you know what? The game started really bad. We were down by 13 at the half. I had went numb. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wasn't even mad. Like I was just watching it, just like, we had a good season.
Damn.
You know? I didn't completely give up, but I was content with what had happened, how we got to this point. You know what I mean?
We'll get him next season and come back stronger.
And then second half happened. The Garden was so loud. It was so crazy. I had my volume was so loud because I wanted to feel like I was there.
Yeah, MSG, yep.
And I was watching the MSG network telecast. Of course, you can't watch the TNT because they're non-biased, so they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Trae Young's having a great game." But with the MSG, you got Mike Breen and Clyde. They'll give him his props, but they'll still be mad. Like they'll be mad like you. So it was just so much better. We won the game. We actually blew them out in like the last 3 minutes, and then we back in ATL tomorrow. And Trae Young was like, "See me in the A."
I know, I saw that. That was gross.
It was a little gross, right? Because it's gonna be half Knicks fans. Like, there's a lot of Knicks fans in Atlanta. That's not too far from here. But I mean, listen. People are mad at him. People in New York are mad at him because he says he talks shit to the fans. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm mad he hit the shot, but I'm not mad. Like, listen, they were saying fuck Trae Young, which whenever somebody says like, oh fuck da 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 da, I think that's just, I'm for it. But I just think that's like, you could come up with something better than that, which they did yesterday. Trae is balding. That's great.
That's amazing.
Which, because there's a lot more. There's a lot more to that. Like, it isn't just, oh, we don't like him. Like, no,
it's gonna mess him up psychologically.
Yeah, like
at the live, you hear that in your head. That's probably insecurity for him. I don't know him personally, but who knows? Also, he has a fear of birds, but he plays for the Atlanta Hawks. That's kind of weird.
I don't know where that came from.
Maybe it's a lie. Who knows?
It probably is.
It's kind of funny.
It's just one of those New York things where they I don't know, they're just being weird. New York fans, listen, I love New York sports. Yankees, Giants, Knicks, all those other teams. Oh, Rangers are cool. But I'll admit, our fans are a little wild. Very wild, very wild. I say.
Did you see the dude who spit on Trae Young?
I didn't see him spit. I can't see him spit in the video.
He spit on Trae Young.
I couldn't tell.
I don't know if he hit him, but you could tell it was his intent.
I couldn't tell.
That wasn't just like he was yelling and a little bit of particles flew. Nah, he spit on Trae Young. I saw
him kind of lunge, but that was it. I couldn't see any spit.
But then you could see the glob of spit.
However, I'm not denying that that's something they wouldn't do.
He got banned.
That's good. He should have. Let's be honest here.
That's too far.
Let's be honest.
I think all type of heckling, that's all in the range of sports. Like,
it's all in the game.
Verbal, that's one thing, but you spin. And during a pandemic, people are supposed to be wearing masks.
Yeah, literally nobody in the MSG was wearing masks. Which, granted, majority of them are vaccinated. Yeah, but still, I don't know. There was a lot. They was on top. There was sardines in there. They was on top of each other. Which honestly, I wouldn't mind if I was there watching the Knicks win. I would have a good time.
Certainly wouldn't spit on anybody.
I would not spit on anybody, not on purpose at least.
That's wacky.
You also saw Russell Westbrook. He had popcorn thrown at him.
Yeah, and that was after a loss too, right?
Well,
no, it was at the half.
The game was still going on, but he had just came with an injury, so he was going to the locker room. So at insult to injury, quite literally, he
that's
had
crazy.
popcorn thrown at him. Which honestly, I feel like that one's more just like, I don't know. There's something a little bit more racist with that one. You get popcorn thrown at you.
Why racist? I don't see the racial connotation. Please,
I don't know. I don't know what the dude looked like that threw popcorn at him, but I'm assuming he's like a blondish ginger white guy, maybe very angry. I don't know. It's just like, what compels you to throw popcorn at somebody?
Same thing that compelled the guy to spit on Trae Young. I just think you get caught in the frenzy of being a fan.
I don't know.
He probably got one of those big chug drinks.
I don't know. I feel
people
like
drink a lot.
Listen, I'd rather get thrown. I'd rather have popcorn thrown at me for sure than get spit on.
Sure, a delicious treat, maybe some butter on my scalp. That's one thing, but spit.
Westbrook had really not done anything to the Philadelphia fans at that point.
It's a sport at the end of the day. Like,
but Trae Young, like everybody in New York hates Trae Young. Obviously, you see what he's done. He's been very good against us.
It's kind of
so that was targeted, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you've been bad. You've been really good against us too. But I feel like I'm not justifying anything.
But you're saying he doesn't have a reason to attack Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, why? Like, why? Like, what did? And then on top of that, he was going to the locker room with an injury. It wasn't even after the game.
Yeah.
Like,
if Trae Young got injured, I would be like, damn, that's tough. But your team's still gonna take this L. But I definitely wouldn't.
So
that's
the status of New York basketball. Did you see Obi Toppin? His mom was there.
Yeah, she was
crying.
Chanting Obi. That
must be a surreal moment. Baby. Like, imagine,
because to get to NBA, you got to put in a tremendous amount of work as the athlete and the people around them supporting them, right? So his mother was probably taking him to games, getting his meal prep ready, taking him to workouts. That's tough. She probably invested a lot into it, as he invested a lot into it.
I just thought it was nice because they were shouting his name in a good light, not in a OB sucks, OB sucks. Like that would hurt. No.
That's wacky.
I believe we've booed him before because his rookie season hasn't been that good. Yeah. He's just lacking the confidence, but now he got the confidence at the right moment. You can see it in his jump shot. He's a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's probably because of his mama, bro. His mama was like, you got it, bro.
But I mean, to stay on basketball somewhat, have you seen, which quite possibly the only podcast better than the DOOMCAST, Kwame Brown from his
I don't know what's going on with that. And quite frankly, I don't think I care.
But okay, just a little bit of context. So Kwame Brown came into the league straight out of high school, right, at a time where that was fairly unprecedented. And he got drafted to Washington Wizards. At the time, Michael Jordan was on the Wizards. Jordan is insane. So he's going to psychologically torment his teammates to try to push them to be better. That's one thing for a grown man. But for a child, kind of wacky. And at the time, that's what Kwame Brown was. He was still a kid. And just, still on his head, and I think he was averaging a double-double still after that. Just everybody just violating Kwame Brown in the press,
he was
interviews.
A bust.
He was a bust though.
He was not very good.
But he could have been better if he was, nourished properly. And then, okay, what about when he was playing with Tracy McGrady? Tracy McGrady straight up, and they said this. Tracy McGrady was straight up like,
when did he play with Tracy McGrady?
He was on the Wizards.
Tracy McGrady was not on the Wizards.
He wasn't on the Wizards?
Tracy McGrady was not on the Wizards.
All right. Bro, if I'm wrong, edit this out.
Future me, put some Tracy McGrady Washington Wizards highlights if you could find them. Tracy McGrady only played for the Toronto Raptors, Orlando Magic, Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs.
Sorry, oh my gosh, I meant Gilbert Arenas. You have a similar facial structure. I got confused. But yes, sure. Gilbert Arenas.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Edit that out. But yeah, Gilbert Arenas was like, don't give him the ball. He did not, because he wanted more touches. He wanted more plays for him. Okay. He didn't want Kwame Brown to get it. So yeah, that in part put a damper on his career for a fact.
Okay.
And so Kwame Brown just took it, whatever. He went about his business, mad quiet. But now people are talking about him more and more, and so he came and defended himself.
He gets name dropped like every once a year because
But,
he's
like,
one
why?
of the
He not
biggest
talking about
busts
nobody.
of all
He not
time.
talking about
Him,
nobody,
Greg
though.
Oden, Anthony Bennett, they always get name dropped because they're three of the biggest busts of all
he
time.
minded his business. But anyways,
Sure, yeah, but
so
that's just the way it is. I don't know.
He basically he started addressing it, and he was like, everybody talking about him. Stephen A. Smith. I literally can't even remember his name because all I know him as is Becky with the good hair now, because that's what Kwame Brown was calling him. That's Waki.
Sure, dude.
Tattoos. That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Light skin. Played
Matt Barnes.
There it is.
Okay.
They call him Becky with the good hair now. But he was just wilding on him. Stephen A. Smith. A whole bunch of people.
I don't understand. I don't
entertaining.
understand. So Stephen A. Smith, that's just an old thing. When Kwame Brown was playing, he would always rag on him.
Yeah.
So that's just what Stephen A. Smith does. He gets paid to rag on people.
But and that's what was Kwame Brown's point. Why are you consistently just if you're
Which he has a point, sure, but I don't know.
no matter
he wasn't
what,
very good. he
no
kind of
matter what,
sucked.
thoroughly entertaining. I think you should watch that just so maybe we can have more to bounce off.
All
of,
I know is that they're all going back and forth, and it's just like, who cares? Like, why?
Bro,
Like,
did you watch it? Though?
You are all has-beens. Let's be honest here.
Bro. You just because I'm not gonna be able to explain it as well as Kwame Brown.
So maybe you
explains
should have came prepared better. Let's be honest here.
bro, and become Kwame Brown.
How are you gonna become Kwame Brown?
Exactly.
Whose side are you on? You're on Kwame Brown's side?
Definitely,
Really?
wholeheartedly.
Why?
Because his criticisms of them have been valid. And
What was his criticisms?
he was essentially like, why are y'all always tearing down black men?
What do you
he was
mean?
Talking about
Okay,
the Breakfast
so
Club as well.
what do you-
Charlamagne, Angela Yee, DJ Envy.
I still don't understand. So was Matt Barnes and Gilbert Arenas recently like, man, Kwame Brown sucks. Remember him?
Yeah, but not Gilbert Arenas as a guest on their podcast. I don't remember what the podcast is. Matt Barnes. Someone else. Gilbert
that's not
Arenas was a
important.
guest, whatever. But yes, they were, and he was just like put his foot down. He had enough.
What did they say? They was just like, man, he sucked.
Basically, they was just clowning him, and he was just like, all right.
Sure. I mean, I get he's sticking up for himself for sure, but I don't understand why this was a big thing.
But it kind of it just kept escalating, and he just kept violating them. But
He kept violating them.
yes, but it was warranted, and that's what it was. It felt like an underdog.
They
story
all
almost.
didn't do shit in their careers.
Bro.
Matt Barnes
exactly.
sucked.
And that was partially Kwame Brown's point.
Gilbert
He just
Arenas
like,
was crazy. I'll give him that.
That was
but
partially Kwame Brown's point. It's like, yo, we all sucked, but look at me now. I have my land, because he's basically a farmer now.
So then, why does he care? I don't know. Just be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was I get like just defending yourself, sure, but like if he thinks that his life is better, then why is he making this whole big thing?
It's entertaining more than anything.
So maybe it was all a ploy. Maybe they're all sticking together, and they're just like, let's
I
start
don't
up
think
this
so.
little
He
beefaroni.
violated. Nah, Kwame Brown's violating. I don't think so. And he was
Listen, Kwame
like
Brown.
talking about Charlamagne, how he's wilding on basically every episode of The Breakfast Club.
Well, Charlamagne's just Charlamagne's just a
He's a
fucking
deviant.
predator.
He
so
should be in prison.
Yeah.
And it's not like he did what he
Should
did.
be in a psych ward now.
And that was terrible. And then it's repeat offenses during interviews to this day. It's crazy. Like,
Future me, put some Kwame Brown highlights.
no, put Charlamagne sniffing J-Lo's seat in the background on air. He did that on air, bro. What? Like, how are you not fired?
Angela Yee was probably like, Charlamagne, you so crazy.
Fucking Christ.
And DJ Envy was like, that's Charlamagne.
That's
just the classic Charlamagne.
Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
How come you think he hasn't been canceled yet?
I don't know.
It's because Power 105, the greatest show on
No,
earth.
it's
Breakfast
not.
Club, the greatest show on
I
earth.
really don't know, because it's like one thing, because I believe he raped a 15-year-old. That's Charlamagne's thing, like years ago, and he just, maybe he was like, he evaded it legally or something. I don't know, but even to this day, he's just a creep to the women he interviews, just saying just flagrant stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe the Breakfast Club just knows, and they're just like, yeah, that's Charlemagne. This is why we keep them.
That's what I said. I mean, they're all good partners. I don't want to say they're good friends because I don't know how they are behind the scenes. They could all hate each other. They probably do all hate each other, but they've made a lot of money together and they've been doing it for a long time. So why stop now? You know, it's kind of like you and me. You know, why I don't like the way you have your mic. I'm afraid to listen to this later,
bro. Audio technically.
Yeah, but why is it like bent like that? You're supposed to have it straight up.
Bro, it's my voice box is going right here.
I'm gonna
as opposed to it going.
I'm gonna move this for you because, you know,
bro, are you fucking with my setup, bro? Let me rock.
Because you're gonna fuck with my editing later when I'm gonna.
It's right there. What do we did a sound,
bro. You don't get it. You don't get it, bro.
Guys, we are witnessing the fall of the Doom Room.
That's what I was just about to say. It's like me and you. You know, when the cameras turn off, I immediately kick you out because it's like
my face like that Knicks fan did.
Yeah, and I hope you catch whatever I have. You know,
and I go, oh well.
Back to drawing. You know. So I don't know if you want to do more basketball talk. They're just the NBA playoffs in general.
I don't know enough about it.
What's stopping you from watching the NBA playoffs? I don't know.
I would rather do other things with my time.
Oh, like read a book, you know?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Invest in some land, you know?
No, I would if I could.
Glasses up on my nose.
Yo, I'm not saying I'm better than you for not watching sports.
I didn't say
I'm just
that.
saying I just have.
What are you implying?
Glasses up,
what are you implying,
some
dude?
land. Like I'm talking about Hotep or something, bro. Nah. But it's literally the only reason I really watched that Knicks game was because I was at my uncle's house and it was on, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching this."
Okay.
So like, I don't know.
Sure.
I'm not.
What about your favorite team, the Brooklyn Nets? Did you watch their game?
It's not my favorite team. I haven't seen a single Nets game.
All right, bro.
I've seen some highlights. But
I did see that for game one, the tickets started at like $50, which is really bad.
Damn.
And then I think on top of that, they were doing promotions, like $20 off.
That's why I saw so many people at the Nets game. Tickets are cheap.
Game one, the tickets were cheap. Game two was,
I'm like, a lot of people got playoff tickets.
Yeah, game two was around the normal playoff prices, but game one for some, I don't know why that's kind of sad. You have 3 Hall of Famers in your team. You're one of the favorites to win the championship. 4?
Blake Griffin?
No.
You don't think he's gonna be Hall of Fame?
No. You're one of the favorites to win the championship. It's game one at home for the NBA playoffs, and you can't sell out tickets. I don't know. That's kind of okay, bro. Yeah, dude.
Damn.
That's not sad. Like,
yeah,
you can't sell out a playoff.
More than anything, it's weird.
Meanwhile, freaking Knicks fans spent $1,000 just to watch them lose. Yo, I'd die. I'd legitimately just cry.
What if you were the owner of the Nets?
No, if I paid $1,000 to go see the Knicks, and then Trae Young had a game winner.
I didn't even think about that.
You still have to take the train home.
But you take it home with a bunch of Knicks fans, so at least y'all can.
That's worse. That's even worse. Yeah. They're probably drunk. They're angry. They probably get into fights. Crime.
That's tough. You're right.
They probably smell.
Yo, I didn't even think about that. They
probably smell.
No, because I went to one Yankees game before, and on the way back there was all types of delinquency going on that train. They was having sex on the train, on the 5 train.
Were you on that train?
I went to the next
video.
Part. I was like, oh.
Wait.
They was in a Yankees outfit.
That video of the lady with the Yankees jersey riding that dude.
I haven't seen it, but maybe that's where maybe I witnessed history, bro.
Nah, search it up on your phone. It's a famous video of people just like, yo, Yankees fans wilding. It's 2 people fucking on a train.
I'm not searching up Yankees fans. Why don't I put that in the background?
Put that shit up in the background.
But yo, that it makes sense because maybe they were like, ooh, the Yankees won, and they were very drunk, and that's how they celebrated. I actually went to a Yankees game like 3 days ago. They did not win.
They did not win. We lost pretty badly. And then on top of that, our pitcher got injured. So great time. But I took my girlfriend there, and that was her first time ever seeing a baseball game. She had more fun than I did.
Dang.
Because she didn't. But she definitely got like, oh, I might watch these games more. Like,
oh, that's a W for you,
yeah,
bro.
That's I was so happy for her. And then like on the ride home, so the way they do it at Yankee Stadium is they have a D train specifically just to get out of Yankee Stadium, and it just goes to Manhattan. I don't know where specifically it stops, but it goes through Manhattan. So that train you were on, they were probably just one of those trains just filled with Yankee fans. It's all Yankee fans. Like, you're never gonna see just a random person there. I completely skipped that because I had to go somewhere else, and I waited for the regular D train. So I missed out on seeing 2 Yankee fans have passionate sex.
It happens every game, win or loss, consistently.
It probably does. I mean,
That's crazy,
especially
bro.
during the playoffs, or if we play the Red Sox or the Mets, they get crazy. They should stop serving
On the
beer
train,
because they
bro.
stopped serving beer, I think, after the 7th inning. But that's too late. Like, people have already had like 4 beers by then.
And what I really see is like the boot, or the
Yeah.
bat, the baseball bat. That's crazy. How is that legal?
I don't know.
And do the public drinking laws just not apply if it's at a sports venue?
No, because you're here to have a good time. No, you're here to root for the
You're
home
right next
team.
to some child who's also enjoying sports. It's crazy, man.
It was a good time though. I had a good
for you,
time.
good for you.
I wish we won. That would have been great. The train ride wasn't too bad. I was totally expecting people to talk to us because people love to talk to people after the game. You know, socialize.
yeah.
I only had one man. It was an elderly man, and he didn't even go to the game. He got on a stop later, but he saw I was in a jersey, I was in a hat, and he was like, "Oh, we lost, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, it's all right. You can't win them all." And then he walked away, and I was like,
Yo,
"You're right, bro.
Bro,
You're right."
that's a good omen.
You're
Whenever
right.
an elder give you some wisdom real quick, you can't win them all. That's fact.
Yeah.
fine.
So good times, you know.
Yeah.
So that was my week. What was up with yours?
So yeah, commissions, draw.
I said, how was your week? Don't advertise yourself, dude.
That's what I was doing. But I don't know if you saw, the art finally got some attention. I felt excellent.
Oh yeah,
It
your
was
fin,
really good.
your
Some
fin.
dopamine. Yeah, this is
didn't-
something that I wouldn't have done if I didn't get the commission otherwise. But I think I did it well.
I thought it was done very well. I didn't realize it was you at first.
Oh, you just thought I was posting?
I thought
some random
I
thing?
thought you posted something
That's
that
crazy.
So I don't know what that means.
I guess that's a good sign.
I guess that's
I'm
a good
getting
sign.
that good that you're like,
I
oh,
guess
somebody
that's a
who's
good
actually
sign.
good
Well,
at art did it in
because
Angelina.
I don't know. I've been watching you draw since we were like 5,
Yeah.
so your style has changed several times. Even in the thumbnail, I feel like every
Definitely.
time the thumbnails look a little different and look like somebody else drew them.
Yeah. I kind of match it slightly to the game's concept art of whatever game we're playing.
And yeah, it just looked like some type of print that was made
Yeah,
by
because
some
I
person.
matched the Adventure Time style, so it definitely wasn't. It didn't look like what I usually do.
Yeah.
But a lot more people are asking for commissions now, so I gotta get ready for that.
So you got to raise the
finish-
price up.
Possibly, we gonna see. Finish this semester. This is the worst semester I have ever gone through in my entire life. Performance, mental health, everything. Golly, but I finished it. And I believe I passed all my classes, but we gonna see. I still have 1 grade left, but literally don't even care about my GPA anymore. Just gonna get that degree.
That's facts.
It's just like, come on, son.
It'd be
It's
like that. I
crazy.
mean, it is what it is, you know.
Bro, is that degree gonna get me some DOOMROOM success? I don't think so. This is it. We here. This is it. We here.
When you get your degree, can you bring it and then put it to the camera
Yeah.
to get some sympathy subscribers?
Yeah, sympathy subscribers for sure. Like hold it up like that regular show episode where they got the free tacos for the high school diploma. You get some free subscribers if you have your associate's degree. It's ridiculous. But shout out to everybody who graduated high school and college. Congratulations, because that was not easy to do, especially virtually. Oh my goodness! Shout out to y'all. This is it's really
Yeah, man.
Yo, I want to get some more tattoos, but it's like, where do you get it? I feel
My
like
name
kind of a lot of
on
stuff.
your butt
Ooh.
cheek.
Oh.
Who says no? Who says no?
Comment down below. What do you think? Yes.
I
no,
don't
maybe so.
see. No, see, you were just like, I need to get more tattoos. That's just like a desire you want, right?
Yeah.
I don't really have that same feeling. I like them. I like people who have them. I think they're cool.
Yeah.
And I could probably get one
I
at some
understand
point.
that. I
But I'm
understand
just like, Same thing with driving. I don't much care for driving.
Okay, so driving is different. Driving like gives me anxiety, like seriously. And I can get behind the wheel. I can do everything. I don't have my permit yet. I'm still learning, but yo,
So maybe you shouldn't be behind the wheel then.
But yo, it's like a
911.
skill that it's a skill that you need to a certain extent, especially.
I don't think so. Not in New York.
Not in New York, but if we go outside of New York, yes, to get places and to live, unless you're just not leaving the crib. Or if I bike
could do
everywhere,
that. I could not leave the crib.
Nah, you got to leave the crib, bro.
Nah, I got all I need, bro.
So you see yourself living in New York for your whole life?
Yeah, I could do that.
But you would definitely travel though.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll
get on a plane
because you haven't left America yet, right?
No, I've never left America.
Yeah, maybe I'm telling you,
it's the greatest country. Why would I leave?
It's literally the worst one. I love New York, but I really don't like America. I'm gonna keep it a stack. But I would be open to living somewhere else. The language barrier obviously exists. Duolingo is not cutting it. But every time I ask somebody who speaks multiple languages, they say the best way to learn is to just be there. Yeah. Or to live with people who speak that language.
Listen to radio that has the language on.
I tried that, like
or watch TV. Watch Telemundo.
Maybe.
Just keep it on in the background. It'll stick there at some point. Let's be honest here. Even if you're not actively listening,
just watch Money Heist with no subtitles. Just
be there, yeah.
Figure it out. I might, but definitely, I would wanna. I want to see as much of the world as I can, but I would be open to living other places. But with the tattoo, got my first one in January. Kind of just like after pretty much a whole year of being inside, it was like, let me do something spontaneous. I don't know, and I like it. I like the whole process. The needle. It is like, and before I got the tattoo, I didn't understand why people say they enjoy the sensation. It is pain, but at the same time, I don't know how to explain it. But
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody that says they enjoy the sensation.
A lot, that's
they get off on it or something. I don't
sure
understand.
That exists. I'm not to
that
extent.
I've always heard it's not really pain. It's more of just a tickling, like uncomfortability.
Well, I got it on my knee, so
it also depends on where it is.
Yeah.
Like,
so I was pretty like, I wasn't squirming or nothing. I wasn't like screaming. But what did happen halfway through the tattoo, I just started shaking. My legs started shaking, and it was completely involuntary. I was just like, oh, nah. He was like, maybe we need a break. I was like, dang.
That'd be happening to me sometimes when I get a haircut.
You be shaking when you get a haircut for real? Do you think it's like, like a twitch? No, I mean like it was like, my leg was like, like that lady who was making like she got COVID when she came into the room. But now I haven't been in the barber chair in 2 years, bro. I'm gonna lock my hair again for sure. But it's like the way it's looking, I think my mom's gonna do it again because I'm looking at all these different locticians, and specifically the people who do locks, of the people who I like their locks, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, let me figure out who did their hair. It'd be $600. Like, I don't understand. The most I've paid to get my hair braided was like $80. So I would pay $200 to get my dreads done.
Really?
$600 because that's the thing, right? It makes sense that it's more than just getting braids because it lasts a lot longer and there's a lot less maintenance, especially when you're doing it the first time.
$200 is a lot of money.
$600 is a lot of money.
$600 is a lot of money.
That's the thing. I get it done.
$80 is a lot of money,
bro. $350 is a lot of money.
I mean, that's a sandwich.
What's the most
right
you pay
there.
for a haircut?
$25.
$25.
Always what. One time I gave my man $30 because I was feeling good. The haircut is $20. I always give him $5 tip.
Yeah, you got to tip the.
But one day I was feeling good.
Unless you fucked your shit up, which I don't ever remember distinctly getting a bad haircut. I'm sure I have had one, but it was never like really bad.
When I grew up, I've had 4 barbers in my life. My first one was one that my mom took me to. He was a Russian man in Kings Highway. Because my mom was just like, yeah, just snip ends, like just like with the
she didn't even be like give him a buzz cut. Nothing.
No, she was just like just use a pair of scissors. This was when I was like 3.
Yeah.
And then
you don't gotta worry about style that much if you're a toddler.
And then I think 3rd grade was when I met my boy Jeff. He's a Jamaican man who always smelled like Gushers. And he was.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
It's just there's nothing to respond. It's just
it's there. It's
I'm
like
trying. Yeah, I'm trying to make you envision.
Like
you know?
Yeah. Paint the picture. All senses.
He was very rough. He had his hands were very grippy. I think my hand.
Is everything okay?
I think
with
my
Jeff,
head.
He was grippy.
I think my head is shaped a little differently. He would dead ass palm my head.
I don't ever remember.
He would always cut, and that was like the first. That was the first time that I've ever got like what they call it a Caesar. So it was just a buzz cut and then the lineup. But it was essentially he would cut so short. I essentially had like a baldy, which was pretty much like the child look at the time. Like no one had like fades or some shit. Yeah. Everybody had like the baldy.
Yo, the kids now be getting like
the kids braids, now it's insane.
Fades, tapers,
like
everything.
Tapers, high tapers, high fades, faux hawks, mohawks. Parts,
and I liked it, but I had it for the summer, and I was like, "You gotta cut it." Why?
You look like a hoodlum.
No, oh my gosh, I remember the first time I got box braids. I came out of the salon. She picked me up. She said, "You look like a Project Hood rat." I was
Damn,
like,
bro,
wow, that's a little bit.
She said, "Mom, listen to what you just said."
No, but it went from that to she does my box braids now. So growth, we love some growth. But my first time at the barbershop, they had to hold me down. It was like 6 dudes holding me down. I didn't want to do it, and I was screaming and crying. But it's like, bro, just let me.
That's crazy, bro.
Just let me go. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. Do I have to get a haircut?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I don't know.
When you could just be like, okay, so
moms,
we'll just make sure.
I've seen throughout my life. I've experienced it, and I've seen it firsthand. Moms, they don't play with their child's haircut.
No, it was my mom wasn't there. My dad took me to the shop. If my mom was there, she would have been like, get him out the chair. Moms,
they if it's the first day of school, my son needs a haircut.
Yeah.
If it's picture day, my son needs a haircut. I'm not stopping for anything.
I think I was like 4 or something. This was the first time I remember going to the barbershop, and I really didn't like it. I don't know, man. I never really liked the barbershop.
To this day, I don't like going to the barbershop. Why do you think my hair still looks like this?
Toxic conversations.
Barbers.
Toughness.
Barbers love to. They're woke. You know, they love to. My barber does.
The hotel barbers or the Muslim barbers straight out of jail.
Like I said, I've had 4 barbers in my life. My first one was a Russian man. God rest. God, I hope he's doing well. He's not dead. At least I don't know if he's dead. Then I had Jeff. He was a nice guy, but like I said, he was too rough. He used to kill it with my haircut though. I can't even lie. And I stopped going to him because I just didn't like that environment. It was always so loud. They always had music. This place was just not for kids. Like they probably sold drugs there in the back. Like,
all right, because he's Jamaican.
No, because they sold drugs there in the background. And so then my sister put me on to one of her coworkers who was a fitness trainer who was also a barber, and I could actually name drop him.
What was his ethnicity?
His name is Clay. I don't know what he is. I don't know what he was, but he was African American.
Dominican?
No.
The best barber in the
No.
world.
He actually is good friends with Michael K. Williams.
Good friends.
Good friends. You can follow him on Instagram, Clay Sculpts. I'm not in contact with him anymore because I stopped going to him.
Damn.
But he's probably the best haircut I ever had. But no. He was regular barbershop prices. But my God, wow, such an inconvenience he was. Yeah, I need a haircut. What time should I be in there? Yeah, be there at 3:00. He wouldn't come till like 8:00.
Oh man. See, I never had that experience because I rarely ever like. I would just go to the shop and wait, but I never had to wait long. But there was one time I got my hair braided, and I was after like a 2-hour wait, and I was there on time. And I feel like that's a regular for an African like braiding salon. Like, you get there when you're supposed to get there, and she already has somebody in the chair, and she's like halfway through. It's ridiculous. But I waited mad long to get it done. Then I was waiting again. Then I was waiting to get my hair cut. And that was another 3-hour wait, and the haircut wasn't even that good. It wasn't even that good. It wasn't. Maybe that was a bad cut, but it was like the braids were done well, but the haircut, like this, that wasn't.
So Clay, yeah, he could cut a dude's hair. Goddamn, he was a talented man. But like he had like
the business side of things together.
He had like 3 different lives. He was a barber. I told you he was a fitness trainer, so he worked at the gym.
He was getting to it.
And then on top of that, he's what's it called? Like
Influencer.
Like those like community like
Activist?
positivity, working with young black kids. He works with Michael K. Williams now. So he was always like, oh, I'm in Atlanta right now. Come back tomorrow. Oh, I'm in Manhattan right now.
Imagine you schedule an appointment with him to get your hair cut, and he's in another state at a protest.
He did.
Oh my
it wasn't.
gosh.
He was in Manhattan when he told me he would be there at 3:00, and it was like 5:00. And
Damn, bro,
even the barber next to him, who I was cool with, and he was cool with, he looked at me and was like, damn, that's messed up. He was like, you want to sit on my chair? I was like, yeah, fuck it. Cut my hair.
But like, at what point would you have left? Like, at what time? How long?
Oh, normally?
No. You said you were supposed to come at 3. You were there at 8. That's a 5-hour wait. How long would it have took? Would you have been there until the shop closed down?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, that's loyalty.
Yeah.
He just betrayed you. That's walking.
Yeah, he was a busy man. He still is. I think he still works at that. He owned the shop. It was called Fabulous Cuts.
So that's why he was walling.
Yeah, it was Fabulous Cuts.
He wasn't gonna lose his chair.
He was a huge LeBron fan. We would talk about
the
LeBron.
greatest of all time.
And then the last time I went, it was in preparation for my sister's baby shower. He finessed my hair, but my God, he got into a fight while my nephew was on the chair.
Like fist fight or
not a
yelling?
Fist fight, but just like get
That's
into each other's face.
Yeah, that's traumatic for a
yelling.
kid.
And do you want to know what the topic was?
Sure, I can't guess.
Where Africans came from.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah.
And it was like a 30-minute ordeal.
And they're just so wrong and so loud.
A 30-minute ordeal. They had to be pushed to the side, taken to separate rooms.
Jesus Christ.
All of that.
Well, do you remember vaguely what any of their points were?
No, I don't remember. I don't think any of them were. Yeah, I don't think any of them were correct. But that's neither here or there.
Where Africans came from. Africa.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. All that yelling and bickering, all just for them to be like, yo, Clay, we good, right? Yeah, man. And then they dapped up and then they proceeded to cut. And then he was like, and when I went on the chair next, he was like, listen, you know how it is. I apologize if you had to see that.
I got a rep for Africa.
And I'm just
bro.
like, yeah, sure, man. And that was the last time I saw him.
Yeah, that would be the last time I would.
That was the last time I saw him. And my barber now, his name is Troy. Mm-hmm. He does appointments and he has an app.
Nice.
So
I bet if you go on time, you're gonna get your haircut on time though.
For the most part, yeah. The most you'll wait is because a dude will still be getting his haircut.
Yeah,
and then he'll leave.
But if you're not in the shop, that's
and
crazy.
Then he'll leave.
Or if you're eating, come on.
And then he'll leave, and then you'll sit, and then you're done. That's it. Granted, he doesn't cut my hair nicely as Clay did, but at this point in my life, I'll take the convenience. To be honest with you,
I feel like, especially since we're in quarantine, we're not, going out as much.
Well, I ain't go out anywhere even before that, so
but
I was fine.
More than anything, it's just like maintenance. I'm not trying to style anything, but I want my hair to be trimmed or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I did this myself, as you could tell. It's looking a little crazy, a lot of crazy. Probably won't be doing it myself again, but we'll see. We love a self-sustaining black man, so I'll keep working at it. But hey.
I hope one day I could learn to at least line myself up. I've always wanted to. I've tried before.
Yeah.
I've tried before and it did not work.
You remember? You might want to bleep out his name. I don't know, but you remember? He lined himself up with a pocket knife.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
We saw him do it.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Us. Actually, I need a haircut right now. You guys mind if I just his scalp is bleeding?
I'm so glad he didn't cut himself.
Damn,
we had a lot of stories of people wilding in middle school. Oh man,
I tried to line myself up once, and it was actually it wasn't with the liners. It was with regular clippers. So I was using the wrong thing, and my arm moved, and then I got my edge.
Because it's really hard to cut hair. It's not an easy.
It's very hard to cut hair. It isn't just at the time. Like I was just like, just make a line. Like no, you have to shape it up.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you're using the right the liner, the T liner, not clippers, not random clippers.
You lining yourself up with the 3 guard.
Yeah, like
Dang, that's tough.
Did you ever use that when you were a kid going to the barbershop? Did you use the go pick a number?
Yeah. But then it got to only when I was really younger, because that's when I can't even say I was experimenting more. I remember sophomore year, in 1 week I had like 4 or 5 different hairstyles. It was like the first week of school. You remember that? I had my hair braided in box braids. Then I took it out. Then I got the taper. Then I cut it all off.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
That sounds familiar.
That was crazy.
I never used that because
it was mostly black.
It was black kids. Yeah, it was black kids, and I was a Spanish
nobody
boy.
Nobody look like me. That's crazy. I'm sure they would approximate it.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, it's just hair texture that's different. You're cutting essentially the same way. It's the same haircut.
Barbers know how to cut all hair textures.
All hairs.
White I've never been to a white barber. I never will. Why would you do that to yourself? If you're white, don't go to a white barber. Frankly, they're gonna charge you more for a worse service. Unless you just don't want to support black business. And then, hey, that's your business. That's your business. If you don't want to.
Yeah. Black barbers, they know to cut Spanish hair, black hair, and I've seen white people in my barbershops. They've gotten a little something, and they've gotten just like not even like lineups. They've gotten
it'd be like cutting the neck hair.
They just
it'd be
cut
like
the
maintenance stuff, but that you could do yourself, I think. No,
sure, but I don't know. They want to feel professional. They want to go to somebody who knows what they're doing.
Black barbers don't know what they're doing.
What?
You said they want to go to somebody who knows what they're doing.
So they're going to a barber, yeah. But you said
that's why they don't do it. My fault.
See, you trying to paint you up as a racist? You trying to set me up, bro?
I'm trying to get you canceled so I can own the dorm room myself.
Not gonna happen.
And I wouldn't be able to maintain it anyways.
Better try next time, bucko. So shout out barbers out there,
all across the world. Shout out braiders. Shout out the last braider I went to, this Senegalese woman. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want her to get doxxed, but she did an excellent job. She did a wonderful job. And it's very, like, I have incredibly thick hair. Like, my hair is really thick. And
yeah, tell me about it.
Usually, like,
I have thick Mexican hair.
But the braiders will, like, complain because it's harder to detangle. And they'll complain or, like, and she compliments me on it. And that's just, come on. Take this tip. Not like
what? Okay. What do you mean by that, bro? What do you mean by that, bro?
I didn't mean it. It was like, I meant cash financially, bro. Come on, man. PayPal. Nah, that's wacky. But yeah, I was much more comfortable in the salon than the barbershop.
Solange?
Knowles, yes.
Wow, she braids your hair? Yeah, dude. That's crazy. Imagine.
Yeah. And then Beyonce actually does the washing.
No, she serenades. She sings throughout the whole thing.
I would rather get sung to by Solange than Beyonce. I don't know.
We had this talk before.
Yeah, did we? On air?
We did the Solange versus Beyonce, bro.
I don't remember watching that.
Well, I don't even think you're on the show a lot of times. So, speaking of guests, yes. This could have been the Jelani Gilbert Ravin hour.
Oh yeah.
But our schedules conflicted.
Yo, y'all should have did one without me, no?
No, we not gonna do it. We did that before, but
it didn't flow as well.
No, it was actually a pretty good episode. I was considering kicking you out actually, but
we found your replacement, Jelani.
I would do it again, but Ravin, y'all know Ravin. Y'all don't know him by name, but he's been on this channel like 3 times.
He was the cameraman for the.
He was the cameraman for the Doom Room tour. He was the cameraman.
He was on the vlog.
He was in that vlog, and he was also on a podcast episode. I think like podcast episode 13, 14. I don't know. And he's such a little bitch. No, I'm joking. But I talked to him because we just have like our conversations are different between me and you because I don't know. I feel like there's more structure to our conversations.
Then you've provided it because I go on all types of tangents and stories within stories, and
with me and
I feel control it.
I regulate it. Yeah, I agree. But with Ravin, I don't know. It opens up floodgates. I don't know. I think
more chaotic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm kind of like you with Ravin. I don't know what it is with Ravin.
Oh, he brings out the other side.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Awakens the beast.
So like last time he was here, we were just talking about a bunch of stupid. What happened? Oh, okay.
Low battery.
I was just we were talking about a whole bunch of stupid shit, and I was like, you know what? This would be a great topic on the DOOMCAST podcast. And he was like, Yeah, that is a good idea. But then it immediately hit him that like, oh, you guys do it on camera, right?
Oh,
I was like,
damn.
Yeah. So what?
You wanna have him with like a voice modulator off to the side?
He was like, I'd wear a mask.
Really?
I was
or
like,
you could be
sure.
like, I forget the dude's name, but he wears that night helmet. He's a Let's player. I forget his name.
Oh, Swagger Souls.
Yeah, it'd be like Swagger.
He could. I mean, his face has been on the channel, so it's not
understand.
I don't know. It's something mental within his brain.
He'll really wow out with what he's saying if his identity is obscured.
And then he kept asking me like, "What do we talk about? What we have to have a topic?" And I'm like, "No, we don't. We don't. Just calm down, relax."
I feel like the only thing with not having a topic is, a lot of times, and I feel this is consistent with a lot of the podcasts, it takes a little while
to spur up,
for us to get into the rhythm of it.
Sure, yeah.
So, but maybe just
I think
edit all the awkward parts out.
But I think we've gotten better at that.
No,
I agree. I think we've gotten way better. There's a lot less silence. We keep it going. There's never a part where we're just like, where to? What now? Like, no, I think we're better. I think we're better.
Yeah, we'll see. Jinx.
You just created an awkward silence, dude.
No, I said Jinx, and then I knocked. The knocking was the sound.
I got some wood you could knock.
No.
So we're already pushing an hour. I don't know how. I don't even know what happened. I mean, there was a bit of
talk took up a while. You got real passionate about New York sports.
I did. Yeah, I could always get passionate about New York sports.
Your New York sports is my superhero song. I feel like.
Speaking of, so I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. Mm-hmm. Life is passing me by.
Oh,
I get a notification on my phone. Lazy Wiz is talking in a Twitter room. Listen? First of all, I was like, bro, what room are you in? What are you talking about?
we in the square off in Twitter spaces,
No, y'all in the moan off, bro.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Moaning, bro.
And Lakeith was there. And he was showing out, and the cash prize was like $50. He don't need that money. He was in it for the love of the game.
He's an interesting guy, bro.
For sure.
And it was some fucking superhero talk.
I think it was titled like MCU discussion.
How did you get in that? I have questions.
I really don't know. I think
I just woke up, bro, and I was there.
Listen, I think one of the people I follow was in that room, and I got the same notification that you did.
Okay.
So then I joined in, and I was listening in, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna give my 2 cents.
And then you requested to become a speaker.
Yeah. And it didn't go through until I followed the guy, and then I requested again, and he immediately accepted. And then I got like mad followers after that, but it was weird because it was like 500 people in that room, but only
there was a lot of people speaking. Yeah, because you don't want all 500 people speaking. 20 people speaking is a lot.
It wasn't 20 people speak. There was never more than one person speaking at a time. But I'm not really in Twitter Spaces, but the few times I have been, it's like 20 people in the space. So the fact that was the most I've ever seen in the Twitter Space. That almost made me want to join Clubhouse.
I listened to like 2 minutes of it. Yeah, we're talking to about some bullshit. I don't remember.
Yeah. You don't like superheroes as much as I do. That's for certain. That's for sure. That's for true.
I don't know. It's just I don't think I'm passionate about it anymore.
You're passionate about New York sports?
Well, that's a since a child thing, bro.
Yeah, and I've been into superheroes since a child.
I want to. There's a picture of me at a Knicks game in 2006 where I'm in the middle of the cheerleaders. Oh. I took a picture of all the and I'm just like this.
Epic.
And I think my mom has it. I want to. I don't know where it is. Yeah.
Yo, I'll tell you a picture, and I will certainly find this. I was perched up in the tree like Black Panther, because that was my favorite, of course. And then Comic-Con 10/10/10. Right? That was the date. I'll never forget it. It was my second Comic-Con. It was incredible. And then after, we were roaming, didn't know where we parked, and Hugh Jackman gave us directions. I think I told this story on the podcast already,
once a year.
Right? Because it to this day, amazing. Put that up there.
Sure.
He was incredible. And this was Logan in all of his glory.
Did you tell him to stab you viciously?
No, I was...
Was he
Why would I ask
dressed up? Did he have his hair spiked up?
No, I don't think he went to Comic-Con.
He was
just
getting
with
coffee.
his family. Yeah,
That sounds like
his
him,
son
yeah.
was like riding an electric scooter.
In 2010.
Yeah, that was. I never seen nothing
He
like
living
that
out
before.
here. He's in the future.
For real, he got money to be in the future, bro. He's an X-Man.
I don't know, man. I think he might be counting pennies, bro. Hugh Jackman
in
come on,
2010
dude.
was counting. Hilarious.
What was he? Let's be honest here.
Wolverine.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, very good.
What did Wolverine
Les
do?
Mis?
What did Wolverine? Was he in that?
Yeah.
I didn't see that
He was a
movie.
lead.
I dreamed a dream where time gone by.
Who's the one Josh saying?
Oh, there, out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from
Oh, shit.
God.
I don't know the lyrics.
We gotta get your Les Mis knowledge up, dude.
Play. Yeah, for sure.
Les Miserables.
Yeah.
What's the last play you've been to? Like any play. It could be Broadway. It could be
Damn, let me
the
stop and
neighborhood
think.
play.
It was The Wizard of Oz at Edward R. Murrow, and it was really good actually.
What? When was this?
I think it was like in 8th grade or 9th grade.
How did you get access to this?
Anybody can go. You just need to buy a ticket.
That's a little interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Edward
good.
R. Murrow's a high school
Yeah, and
where students go.
yeah,
So like the only people going to see that is like the parents of the students in the.
no.
So you were just
No.
passing by and you saw a school performing a
So
play. and you
stop
were
speaking
like,
for a second, because it was that great of a production that people just go and watch it. It was like they had the Wicked Witch on a string flying around. It wasn't no regular school play. It wasn't like Sing at Midwood. It was a different level.
Why you talking shit about singing?
Because
Midwood, bro?
honestly, after seeing that, I was like, yo, they gotta step their game
I
up.
think Alicia Keys went to Murrow.
And Joey Badass went to Murrow.
Well,
Yeah, he went to Murrow.
I know he did, but Alicia
What?
Keys, bro.
What? Man.
I know Alicia Keys.
Okay, it's like 2014 Joey Badass now.
I wouldn't even say 2014. 2012 Joey
Yo,
Badass.
2012 Joey Badass. Yeah.
2014 Joey Badass. What was that? His other shit, All American. No, that was 2015. What was that other one he did? Because 2012
It's
was
before the dollar sign,
1999.
1990. That's what. Well, before the dollar sign, this was my favorite Joey record.
Sure, bro.
What are you saying, sure, bro?
Shout
That's
out
my
Joey
opinion, bro.
Badass.
Shout out Joey
if you
Badass
wanna,
for sure.
if you wanna come to the podcast,
We in Brooklyn.
we
Ain't
in
nothing
Brooklyn.
more Brooklyn than
I
the
don't think
Doomcast.
he lives in Brooklyn no more.
No, definitely not.
But like,
He has a
I don't
child.
know. But
Why
I
would
don't
you
like. I
wanna-
don't know if I don't know if he like would ever come back.
Oh,
Just maybe just like
that's gonna happen to you when you leave
for the
Brooklyn.
summertime. I'm never leaving Brooklyn, bro.
Why not?
Look at what's on my head, bro.
Okay.
This
Or
This
you can
me
have
right
one of
here,
those
bro.
like $10 million properties out by the water. And those mansions.
I need to save that money
to do what?
so when I buy it when I buy the world, bro.
You're buying.
I'm gonna make it Doom World.
Okay.
So in the works, this is what's in progress for the Doomcast, Doom Room. Doomcoin is coming up
Yes,
soon.
for sure.
I hired somebody
that
to
I was on the same page
program,
with you about that. Yes.
and I'd say maybe 25 if I'm lucky. 25 years, I will own the world
Yes. Off
Doom
of
World.
the
Doom
off
World.
of the profits from Doom.
from strictly Fatal Grips.
Shut up, Fatal Grip.
Shut up, Fatal Grip. Put that shit in the background, bro.
Oh, back big Doom
That's
code.
that's my favorite grip right there. Right,
Oh.
this specific one.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite grip.
Listen, I know a lot.
I like the
a
gorilla.
lot about grip,
I like
bro.
the gorilla. I'm not gonna lie.
Nope. Whatever happened to that Gorilla Glue girl?
Oh, she got the procedure. She has her hair back, and she donated all of this stuff to the GoFundMe to
See, I'm
charity.
glad she did that.
It was a beautiful
very
story
glad
to
she
see.
did that.
And like seeing her interviews, because like of course when I saw the situation, I was like, what is wrong with her? But then
No, you weren't. You was on her side.
no, not after the interviews. Not after the interviews. I saw.
But you
that-
felt bad for her.
Yeah.
Why? Why you felt bad for her?
Because listen, it was the consequences of her own actions. That's no
Some pretty
doubt.
silly actions.
Yeah, she made a choice. It was a bad choice. We all make bad choices.
That's a really bad choice, bro.
Bro, she wasn't thinking. It was a lapse in judgment. It happens. It was a mistake.
That doesn't happen.
It does.
Where you put Gorilla Glue on your head?
Yes. She was just like, she was gonna do it real quick and then wash it out and then come back. She was like, bro, it's besides. I'm not saying I would do it.
I don't know the way you're trying to justify her actions. It sounds.
I'm not trying to justify it. It was fucked up, but I'm just saying. But everyone makes mistakes.
That's not a mistake that everyone makes, bro. And when you say everyone makes mistakes,
everyone
that's
don't
like
make the same mistakes.
But
There's
when
levels,
but when you
definitely.
say everyone makes mistakes, that's more like, oh damn, I forgot my keys at home.
No,
I'm locked out the house.
what could be with anything?
If that's simple mistakes, bro. Yeah. You can't use that phrase if it's you put Gorilla Glue on your head.
But who was hurt at the end of the day?
Her scalp, bro.
No, she's fine.
Now she is, but that shit must have sucked at the time. Let's be honest here.
She lost a lot of sleep because she couldn't like lay on it and stuff. It's tough.
Ugh.
It's really tough. But she got her scalp back. A surgeon did, a black surgeon, mind you, did an experimental procedure that hadn't been done before. And it's all her hair in her head. And he did the procedure for free. She donated everything to charity.
He did it for free?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because he wanted to help out a woman who made a mistake.
He deserves to go to heaven. But my God.
But who are you to decide who goes to heaven and who doesn't?
Is that not something that you get into heaven for? I don't know.
Any
operation is a multi-$1,000 operation. You telling me he did that shit for free and it's never been done before?
But here's the thing: we don't know what sinning he did.
Well, what?
What type of sinning he was doing?
Sinning he did.
Yeah. Does that absolve you?
You could sin whatever you want, bro. You're gonna want to take some money out of that, and that's why he's a better person than anybody I've ever known, and I ever will know.
He's the best person. No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No. Because not everybody has the opportunity to do that. That's just some pro bono labor.
Exactly.
And that's
never happened before. Therefore, he should have been like.
That's never happened. That's not true.
Somebody just rang the doorbell.
Excuse me, everybody. Done for free. That just never happened. This nigga's walling right here. What do you think you're talking about?